disclosure, we actually didn't want to go outside today, but it is our last day in Pristina, so it'd kick ourselves if we didn't go out and make the most of the day. It is currently -1 with the wind chill factor of -9.
We're Sarah and Marek, amateur backpackers who somehow managed to travel around Europe for a whole year for under $10,000. From working on sailboats to hitchhiking across 3 countries, our budget travels have been anything but boring. We're about to start a trip through the infamous Balkans, 8 countries in 6 weeks. Can we do it? Subscribe to find out.
It's already past 12 because we've been snuggled up inside all morning. We couldn't bear to get ourselves outside, but we're here. We're gonna go and explore. Let's see what Pristina has to offer.
Hold on to the wall for your other fence. Nice.
I don't mean this in any kind of negative way towards people that live in cold places like this, but I just don't know how you do it. Like, maybe it's because we've grown up in South Africa and it's so warm there, but man, it's cold. And it's not even that cold, like it gets so much worse. Oh.
We were told yesterday by our guide Zana that if there's one thing that I should see while we're in Pristina, it is the National Library. And looking at it now, we know exactly why. So the actual skeleton, bare bones of the building is not that crazy, but rather it is a metal framing that's like encasing the building. That's pretty hectic. And honestly, it looks pretty brutal. Funny story though, the architectural style of the building is called brutality. Now, although the weather hasn't been the greatest during our whole Balkans trip, something that I've come to appreciate is that being here outside of the tourist months when the weather's not that great, it gives you a real feeling for how the locals live, you know, what they actually have to put up with to go about their daily lives. And that's something that we found you won't really experience during the warmer touristic months. And it gives you a really interesting insight.
When we arrived in Pristina 2 nights ago, our host from our hostel gave us a lift from the bus stop, and when we asked him what there is to do and see in Pristina, his response was that there wasn't much and the city was pretty boring. But the locals that we have spoken to have suggested 2 things. The library that we just saw and a market, a bazaar market. So we're on our way to that market now, but remember 3 things. It's the middle of winter, we're kind of experiencing a surprise snowstorm, and this market is outdoors, so we have no idea if it'll actually be open or not, but we're on our way there now and we'll find out soon.
Something that I noticed is that everybody's really respectful when you're taking a picture or a video. Like if you're taking something and a person sees them, it's just like, they just stop to give you a chance.
That's the first we've seen, actually.
It's really nice. We've never seen that before. We don't really know where we're going. We're trying to get to this corner over here. And we are currently here. We think it's there, but we don't really know. We don't always know where we're going.
We're not sure if this is it. We've stumbled onto some kind of market and it's not where we thought it would be on the map. but it could be it. We're gonna have a look around and see what there is here anyway. There are lots of trinkets everywhere and local produce, so I think we may have found it. What I find pretty cool is there are some stores that are literally covered in snow from the storm, and what they've done, I don't know if this is recent or how they always have it, but I'm sure you can hear this tarp flapping on top of me. They've got these small tarps and ropes everywhere with these tarps all tied up, hoping to cover up most of the market. It's a really cool vibe and feel in here. I'm enjoying it so far.
Who needs a fridge to keep the food fresh, eh? It's pretty crazy. It is freezing out here. This place is just packed with people. Like, people have to be here. This is how they get their income, you know?
Street vendors are literally sitting out in the street in the snow. You can see they're all bundled up, but they're probably still freezing cold. But this is their job. This is what they do for a living, and they're here even on a day like today where it's freezing cold. I'm so surprised by this.
Well, major respect to them.
Yeah.
Seriously.
It's just gone 2 o'clock. We've been outside for roughly 2 hours and we are feeling frozen. So we're ready to go back inside. We're gonna make our way back towards our hostel and see if we can find some food on the way there. Traditional Kosovan pastry, and we actually had it on our tour yesterday, and our guide Zana was telling us about the long, intense process it takes to make this thing.
So traditionally to make this, you cook it over like a coal in a big cast iron pot. You start by taking one layer of pastry, then a little bit of cream, and you cook it. Then you take another layer of pastry with some cream and you cook it, and you repeat this whole process for 3 to 4 hours. So it's a proper labor of love. And what she was saying is that people don't actually normally make it in their homes. They rather just go to like a bakery to pick some up.
And you can actually see all the layers in the pastry. It looks incredible, and we know that it tastes amazing, so we're so excited to try it again. So the traditional way you're supposed to eat this is by peeling it layer by layer, but we don't really have the luxury of a table right now, so it's much easier to just bite it. Ah, my hair. So it's kind of got like a pancakey taste, not super sweet at all. It's not really that spicy or savory. It's just really yummy. It's like a comfort food.
You can see here, it's like burn marks at the top, and that's each individual layer that's been cooked with the cream in the fire. That's how you get it, and it's actually the whole way down. Each layer has got these char marks, a char mark on it. And it really adds a whole smokiness and a richness to the flavor. It's really nice. That pretty much wraps up our time here in Pristina. It is freezing, so we are going inside. Tomorrow we're heading to Pristina, also known as the cultural capital of Kosovo.
Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. There wasn't much, and the city was pretty boring. But the hostel, but the locals that...
Who needs a fridge to keep the food?